we would see it and feel it immediately, because something would immediately not work, something would not fix, something would not function. So there was not even enough at the time to steal. People did what they could with the resources that they had at the particular time. So when Moody says to me that my big guys, never happy my big guys are, because there was even some campaigns that we didn't need to, which were well catered for by themselves. Harare East, for example, Honorable BT had his own team. He had a lot of things going on that side. Kwadana East had his own team and so forth. So there was actually people who said, "Oh, guys, Isusu, we're okay. Make focus on the areas that are most important. Focus on the rural areas. Focus on this." So that's why I stand on that point, my sister. No, it's not true to say that the truth of the matter is that we didn't raise a lot of cash. We didn't have a lot of money. So vamwe vaibvunza kuti madii kutora mari ye-act for change moendesa paground kuva elections. Tikati that's not how fundraising works. Munhu apa mari yema-agents wants it to go kuma-agents. Munhu apa mari yekumotikari ada kuti ende kumotikari. And these fundraising platforms are very strict. You can't take money from one thing moendesa kune chimwe chinhu. So all we had was the pool of money we got for the agents, and that's what was made to work. Now, Mr. Moody has got a history with Diaspora Desk yema $100 a month. Izvozvo handizvizive nekuti handizi kudiaspora, ndaamuzimbabwe. Ndakangokumbirwa kuti ndibatsire pataikwanisa pama-agents apa. Nezvemagitari nezvedoro zvemarali zvandinofarira zvenoise ndo zvandaitamba uku, ndo kwandaitamba. But kana makapa mari dzenyu kuma-Diaspora Desk ma$100 a month, ndofunga ndo mamushina amakatenga and so on and so forth. I don't know. So I don't want to speak on their behalf. But I will speak on the behalf of the money Zamakatipa Isusu as custodians, my election agents. Ladies and gentlemen, we gave you 100% coverage as citizens. And my citizens of diaspora badara, and you guys made sure there was 100% coverage. In the next election, there's going to be 12,000 agents, not 1,200. So we're going to have a 900% explosion of the amount of agents. And we won't be able to get away without raising enough.
Oops. Sorry, Kuda. I just wanted to ask a quick question. Mr. Moody, pamai badala ma 100 amai badala. How much did you manage to raise?
Ma pipi tipo chance shamari, tipo chance.
All right, sorry guys, sorry. 10, go ahead first, and then sorry, Napo will come after you. Apologies, guys. 10, I know you're at work. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. I think since we're talking about accountability, leader Modinda or £50, but data fundraising, yeah, and it because we can't just be getting on to go out in American say. So I don't know Maria say you went to end up kuma rural areas. Mudu tumiro receipt yamaga tumiro sister with accountability. Thank you very much.
Your name again, sorry.
Mira, sorry, Modi. I think the simple answer there is to basically provide the thing and to not say kuti umwe munu provide, umwe munu asinga provide. Atisudama double standard.
No, which one is that? Because funny one and gets to me. Yeah, cool. What's his name? And I will follow up.
Did you send it via DM?
I sent it to.
But I've got evidence, I think, for everyone. That'll be good. Okay.
Sorry, in short, let's try to do this. Mr. Modi, it's cool, me sorry, and Dr. co-host my phone and Ingrid Sakanda Pinda name phone. So in short, like Kuda, Mr. Modi, me say my batamari. I'm following up. This is the Mam Shtaura. So what I want to try to do now is, Mr. Modi, we'll give you like Nas Mangwana to set a time. You could Mangwana Mchawi Msudra in Nini to Arachokwa Diaspora. They donate this 5,000. Takazo Shansa so says which Kudanu Garajaro in Nina in the I upload Kuda mostly. Dentina I started is Takazo poor Maria Kat Takasha so Takas is a Maria Kat Wata Sama $5 Arctora. Magama calculator. Hanubuda makes the Arctora. Most calculate on this way. So 10 ndokutenda nezvautaura. So Mr. Modi chambe chakwa muri toda kuti imimi pari zvino muchino calculate mari yenyu yese yamakapiwa. My names are still my names.
Okay, let me cut you short on that before you go further. Let me cut you short. Personally, I wasn't holding money. but individuals like he who said pane goko vakati vauda mari, and the gentleman offered £50. I think that was the money which was put in my account. And then mari dzese, as I said, we work on structures. Individuals were donating kana pane individuals, then akaiswa pa spreadsheet iroro. But what we did is, I'll give you a simple example. Scotland was twinned with the Chikanga branch ward anditika. So marriage ye Scotland yaenda direct to the candidate, and then we had the time you could invite all the candidates to come to the meeting, and vachikonfirm kuti vaona mari, and then toti mbizo toshedza mbizo candidate yobva yakonfema ene branch rayo konfema kuti mari takasvika, and then toenda kumwenezi east vaita the same. So hours ka macandidates every Sunday ina 6 o'clock macandidates edu aiuya voatenda meeting, and then mabranches achitaura masubmissions emari dzavakatumira kuchikanga, emari dzavakatumira kuurungwe, macandidates iwayo okonfema because hedu yange evidence based. Pamiri haana kubata mari, mari yaicommunicatwa direct nemacandidates. Mari yaizouya maybe kuna Pamire, for example patwitter space ndaizongonzi ndo zvaitika izvi, Pamire ndotransfer ndotumira receipt kunani kuna Salami, and then yoiswa vanhu voziva. Pamire haana kubata mari, mabranches edu ndo saka chinzi twinning program. Taita twin negokwe, taita twin nepubula, taita twin nemagwegwe. So magwegwe councillor neNewcastle branch coordinator vachitorata tobva tabvunza ko branch indava, saka zvese zvaicoordinatwa nemabranches. Myself, I was the organizing of those programs kuziva kuti vanhu vese vareceiva maresources. Tozoita compare mari yedu yese yakaiswa kutwinning program iri 23,000. Saka vanga asina kupiwa nemama twinning branches vaizouta reach out to UK and Ireland. Ndo vamwe vatikazona tatambura isusu poti tanga tisina, ndo patikazoapproacha zvetwitter space, ndo patakazopiwawo £50 yataurwa namukoma kuti no ndiendesereiwo I think yakaenda kugokwe mari iyoyo if I'm not wrong. Tobva taendesa kugokwe mari mai vavo vaibva vareceiva mari iyoyo vachitoti maita basa vachitokonfirmwo mai vavo kuti thank you tareceiva mari. So ndo mari dzakazongoyo dzakapinda maakaunti mangu kune individuals vaiti no hatina toisa sei mari, because okay vamwe takatooffer option kuti please we don't hold money.
I remember
takatoti please
sorry Modo, just to assist you there, I remember the candidates on the ground sent their details and we even tagged it takato Twitter tichiti tumirai direct. Vaitadzawo pamwe ndiana 10 who then came to you directly. Is that correct, or I'm not quite sure, but in those that were interviewed on our space, they literally put their own details and people went direct vachitumira in a Western Union or whatnot, or whichever means they could, and citizens were happy with that. Then there were those who possibly said, oh, we can't, we want you to send it for us. Then I'm assuming Ndua na 10. But I feel 10, you're not wrong kuvunza shamwari. Response yako unopiwa hapana chinonetsa. And it's just good to ask questions and to feel, and I'm sure kuti maybe you weren't part of my WhatsApp groups ipiwa vanu ma updates, so that's possibly another issue that might be there, but we'll never take that away from you. Model, please, if you can interact with 10 in his DM, and yeah, I think that one tingato ivaro, because
I
everybody
will
seems
definitely
to
do
be
that.
running away from this issue yekuti saka diaspora desk iri kushanda here, what's its function, who is who, you know, because at least 10 ka, you were able to come and say, Model, you have you interacted with him, you've even sent money to him, and you can now come as 10 and say, ko Modi ndipochi update, this is what we're asking for this whole time. Yaguti, if you don't know the specific person in charge of a certain desk, how then do you have this thing Yaguti, you can come on a space and say newo ndutodo update? Inini ndaizoti taitumira kunana Kuda. I went to Kuda tikataurirana. But kana pasina face yekuti ndiani iri stamp approved, rubber approved or stamp chirungu chacho, then how do you then come muchizovhunza kuti ko inini ndauda kuziva? This is what I've been saying all along. So 10, thank you. You've actually helped me to put our point across, to say that it's so important to know who is who, because you know Mode, you came and asked, and now Mode will respond to you. Ndizvinoitwa nemadesk ari kushanda zvinofana kuitwa. Paul, please go ahead, and then toita Jimucha.
Before vasati vapinda as a co-host, sorry. Modi tokumbirawo tichahosta the second one tomorrow. Tokumbirawo kuti zvinhu zvako zvese zvinge zviri accountability kuti tizive kuitira vamwe vese vachazojoina vangazonzwisisa kwatiri kubva nekwatiri kuenda. Same nakuda kuitira kuti vanhu, because we are not going to stop to support CCC and it, so we are not going to stop to donate. Tichiri kuramba tichienderera mberi.
Kuti ndito retriever information yacho yogokwe. So kana iri structures, I'm afraid on that one. You can attend our Sunday meeting where our structures will be having a meeting for Masvingo. So that schedule is there, but I cannot release it for the interest in my structures because this was done by the structures. Yes, I was coordinating, I'm in charge, but I cannot take responsibility to release that information without the approval of the structure because I report to the people. I don't make decision on myself. The structures make a decision. And because they were the one who were engaging the branches, the wards, and the candidates. So I'm afraid on that. If you're available, any one of you will come and report on our meeting. I'll give you a link for Sunday meeting. Definitely, you are welcome where we are engaging my single program, 25 June by elections. So you'll be coming, and then definitely that information will be released to you for your own interest. But to put it as an individual, I'm afraid I'm not allowed to. I have to report to where I'm supposed to report because these are the custodians of people who raise the money. So I cannot release that schedule. But if you want for your interest sake, you can touch base with Senator Cotton, you've got the schedule. Or you can touch base with Fabian, who is our accountant. He can release that schedule to you. But if you want to, you can come to our meeting on Sunday when we are deliberating the Masvingo elections. Then I will ask the structures to release that information because if I give it to you as an individual or as an individual group without their permission, because I work under their jurisdiction, I work under them. I'm just a driver, but I will listen to them to tell me do this. Because if I then override their powers, then I won't be able to lead tomorrow. So I think if you're interested on that, you've got a right to ask Center Quartet to give you UK Island training program schedule, or another alternative is to attend our Sunday meeting. All the branches will be represented, and then I'll introduce you, and then definitely they'll be available to answer you or to give you the schedule for your public sake. But I cannot risk for the public's interest. I don't have that mandate
Okay.
at the moment.
Thank you for that. Sorry, guys. School me.
sister.
Sorry, 1 second. School me. Auswita Basarako Shamare. I've got 9 requests. I don't even know who they are. So are you still as a co-host or you're now a speaker? School me. School me. Can you hear me? Okay, those requesting apologies. I can't.
Box yako.
Ndienu kwadaro. I can't. School me. Okay.
I'm sorry, Andrew. Can I
Go
just
ahead.
jump in?
Go ahead, Kuda. Go ahead.
What Mr. Moody is saying is correct. There's a lot of things that should not be just thrown on public spaces. I think we have to be sensitive and we have to be clever about how we communicate. However, Mr. Moody, tinotaura nachokwadi zvakanzi nemukuru nyaya yemastructures iyi yamunoga mutaura structure izvi hazvisishashanda zvinhu zvezvo ngatiwirirane kuti ngatisaite override zvokutaura nevanhu vakuru vemupati vakataura kuti nyaya yemastructures iyi kai ngaisataurwe because
thank you Kuda. Kuda,
because
Mauya
panoka
Sorry,
Mr. Moody.
allow Kuda to land first. Sorry.
Mr. Moody,
Please.
mauya panoka mukatitanisha mukatita ana zanu mukati ana kuda akadai so imimi I've been trying to be very respectful to you. You said I blocked you. I didn't. Your tweets are protected. I am not protected. You can come onto my timeline anytime. In fact, you can see me on CNN or Al Jazeera. I'm very public. Don't worry about me. But
okay,
when you now
can I respond to you on
when
that?
you make accusations against me
No,
directly as a man,
Kuda, can I
fair.
respond to you to that?
But
Kuda,
okay,
I didn't make
spoken
accusation to
have
you.
you spoken to Senator Coulthard? Have you spoken to Fabian? Have you spoken to Trust Mamumbi? Have you spoken to the leadership? And that they approved you as a custodian, as an interim leader, to come and attack people like me directly like that.
Kuda, I didn't attack you. Kuda, I didn't attack you. If
Can
you
I
listen
speak
to
for
my
a
speech,
second? Can I speak for a
if you
second,
listen to
Mr.
my
Modi?
speech,
Mr.
Kuda,
Modi, Mr. Modi, can you listen
Yeah.
for a second? I think the
Yeah.
problem I think the problem here is, Mr. Modi, as I understand, you are not in Zimbabwe currently, and Mr. Kuda is in Zimbabwe, and as I understand from his tweets, he was actually on the ground. So I think what you are basing on is based on like a small sample. But Mr. Kuda was covering the whole of Zimbabwe, where every election was taking place. So he was accountable for every agent. He was supposed to give money to every agent. He was not supposed to give money to specific agents who you are linked to, who you can communicate to, who can report to you, Mr. Modi, that we have been given $100 or we've been given so. They were all given the same amount of money, $5, like what you say. And I've heard that you have also said that the person reporting to you said received $6. And that's it. It's because the money was divided to to many agents. You donated $100, you donated so much, but your $100 is not going to one person. It's going to all the agents who were spread across Zimbabwe. So now saying because an agent got $5 there, the agent who reported to you and saying the money was spent in Harare, that's not a good thing. Those are not good accusations when you don't have the facts or the actual evidence to support that money was taken or was used in Harare abusive. Like what Mr. Kuda was saying, the money was not enough, and they were even forking some money out of their pockets to like compensate for where some shortages were.
Sorry, 1 second, Paul. To be fair on Model, he's mentioning 100 rands in there kunonzi subscribe. Kuda totaura kuti he doesn't know anything about that network, that membership, that people are paying $10, $50, $100, $1,000. And so that's different from Jawataura Shaguti 100 Yavaka contributor. It's something chiruku hostwa ne CC Diaspora desk. And we can't take that away from him. Kuti munhu vari kudonata ikoko pauri kuvhunza muvhunzo wakublokwa. I mean, surely we can't take that away from him. And what I like about what Kuda did and Model, they're all speaking the same thing, because Kuda totaura akatoti $5 maamuri kutaura ichokwadi. Akatiwo futi salani 100 yawataura kuti vamwe vakawanda. ichokwadi. So you can see already kuti pane kuwirirana. Apologies for zvazotaurwa kuda what was said to you. Apologies, please. I hope you take my
no
apology
offense
there.
taken, my sister. And
Yeah.
listen, guys, I want to be clear, because I was so involved. I took 2 months off my work and my businesses, guys. Ask me about Mukoba, Mbizo, Mberengwa South, Kwekwe Central, Cholocho South, Binga North, Mwenezi East, Chivi South, Mburewa South. But conversations today as brothers and sisters, as family who want change in Zimbabwe. Let me tell you the truth. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. Able to get away without torches, without candles, without pens, pencils, my counter book, just simple things to make sure that the job is done correctly. And on scale, guys, ukapar $100 yakoka. I want you to remember that on scale, on a national election scale, sometimes that money gets divided, no pets 20 cents. Because that's the problem. Kutenga ma pens, chayo. We had 3,000 agents. Let's say we're spending 50 cents on pens. And we would have $1,500 gone just to my pens. Because the torch here $3. Let's say we get torch here $3 and we're 2,030 something my polling stations. And just $3 torch was already $6,000. We couldn't get torches. This is all very important information, because I know individually when we give money, it seems like a lot, but on scale, your party needs a lot of money for it to organize and move. So let's understand that as well when we talk to each other. Mr. Modi, I've got love for you. I got respect for you. And I hope that you can let your tweets are protected. If you let me follow you, I'll follow you. If you need me for anything, we're soldiers. Tell us where to go. We'll go and we'll try and participate and act. We will definitely participate and want to participate in the Van CCC Diaspora, they should not be disowned by the Treasury. The Treasury knows them. The President Office, they know them. But they must come out now and tell them and be endorsed so that I trust the Diaspora Desk team, because they were never bad to me. They were never disrespectful or dishonorable to us. When Golden Shield was on, they also helped and pushed. They did the Pungwe things, and I'm sorry, Solani, I pushed you in those Pungwes. But I wasn't really watching at the time because we were running around. But I go online all the time, and I knew that you guys were pushing for change. That's why I say I appreciate you guys. But I also am here just to make sure I defend the names of those who are participating. Mr. Mode, I don't believe you're an unethical man. But also, please reach out sometimes so that you know where I stand. If you ask me for any polling station right now, Mr. Modi, I dare you. Give me any name of any polling station. I will tell you the polling agents by name. I'll even give you their phone numbers. I will do that. But then we're doing this because we also wanted to help. There's a backbone, an organizational secretariat structure, because we already deal with a lot of information and databases and moving places around. That's why people like me volunteered. It wasn't because of your accusation. I want to get close to Nelson Chamisa. I know where he lives. He's been my friend for many years. I don't need to be propped up by other men. That is not my crutch, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe that we're here because we want places of power. Why would I want a place of power? If I was an MP in Zimbabwe, I'll become poor. I don't want to be poor. I want us all to have opportunities and be rich. That's what I want. Thank you very much, my sister, for hosting this place. I'll stay if you need
Thanks,
me, but
Kuda.
God, one love. Cheers.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that. Right, citizens. Jim Ucha has been waiting a while, and as you can see, my co-host Parpita problem. I see requests. I can't see you. I just see that Pakanzi 10 requests to speak. I'm trying to add my co-host there so he can assist me. So please bear with us. Jim Ucha, please go ahead, and then we'll go
Just
to
a
Ernest.
second asataenda pane question yamandipinduranza na sister Solana kuti 100 dzakasiyana, so ndakufunga kuti maybe they are addressing different issues kuti pane yamataura yemapati iri kufanira kutaura kuti iri kuenda kupi yevanhu vari kujoina ma 1000 ma 100, and then so ndakufunga kuti they are addressing different issues kuti kuda hazive neidzodzo. Then Modi, Mr. Modi vari kufunga kuti he's responsible for that nekuti yaidirectwa kupi, yaidirectwa
No, Modo ane mari dzanozivawo dzakasvika kune ma-councillors and MPs because they communicate. Pane inonzi twinning project or program where you're twinned to different, cities or countries, something like that. Nekumusha. So they are preview to this. So they would sort of have that kind of information from those on the ground as well, who are councillors and MPs, who tell them what is missing, what is required, what has been received, things like that. So it's still the same thing. But when you were saying in the 100, I just wanted to specify that it's talking about this CC Diaspora Network for Change membership for monthly thing. So Kuda said there's nothing he knows about that. So he wasn't speaking with regards to that. So I just wanted to elaborate, Babo.
No, I do. I know something. I know something about it, my sister, so that I don't throw my friends under the bus. When they were trying to raise the,
let them speak for themselves, Kuda, because
hold on.
your friends.
I want to be clear.
Vachikolekta mari dzevanhu shawari hatingaswere chiti mafriends inini nditori nemafriends angu inini ana princess ana ani panapa. I can't speak for them though. So I understand and appreciate what you're doing. You haven't thrown them under the bus. Actually, I think maybe I have, and I'll probably be attacked for doing so because I've actually asking questions. So who is who? What are the functions? Especially when you start collecting Maridzema membership. Who sanctioned it? Kana wakuda uzoti anahletwayo, then fair enough, feel free, because tichavabvunza futi anahletwayo wacho kuti iwewo futi who sanctioned you. So I think it's problematic if you try to defend them, my brother, because there'll be more questions that you can't answer.
I didn't want to defend them per se. I just wanted to say that when they were coming up with the structure for the monthly subscriptions, and they were struggling to manage the process because they were using spreadsheets and they were using the WhatsApp groups from the various diaspora assemblies. However, I did suggest to them that they move on to the Ko-fi fund because there's a transparency layer to it. People who give then can have access to the back end. People who give, you can then tell, okay, these are how many members you have. This is how many, you can manage it more in an app formation. So they actually took that advice and they moved to a platform that's more visible and transparent. So you don't have to ask the question, how much has Diaspora raised through the memberships? You go on there and you can see, okay, there's 17 people at $10 tier. There's 20 people on the $100 tier. So this
but
is how much
then
model
aka-block wakachi donate 100, I guess. So can we take it away from him? Is that the way we do these things, where someone asks the question?
Not.
That's what Model
said to you. Mr. Model said to you, my sister, that I had blocked him on Twitter. That's not true.
No.
He said to you
I don't know about that, but Model is here. Model, auna kuti une 100 awai badara to this membership thing.
Just
clarify, please.
Just a brief.
When
we started, when Diaspora Desk was introduced, starting from the background or the backbone of the Diaspora Desk was actually structures, and then Washington Ari, Clifford appointed Washington Ari, as acting representative of to coordinate diaspora issues. Nothing there was nothing to do with the political thing. It was a citizen movement. The agenda was to mobilize those people with skills. We've got doctors, we've got lawyers, we've got researchers in order to come a better Zimbabwe tomorrow. So these people were being put together. So from that agenda, they moved to fundraising, and the policy and everything it was put aside. We don't know the reason why it was shifted. So we moved to this agenda. We agreed to form a club. I was one of the people who started to initiate it as well. Myself, Chief Sosa, Washington Ali, David Sample, and few others. We started raising about the APA system. We raised that money. And then after that, we raised money for the printer cards. So, and then we said, okay, we want to form a program where people, the highest amount was £100 or $100, 50, 20, and 10. So we set up the groups. So I was in one of the leaders, 100. So my problem was, because I'm outspoken and I need things to be done. As I know, my friend, sorry, Kuda, if I offended you, my apologies. It's part of politics. We are not enemies. We are brothers, Kuda. I said, who is Kuda? I saw him on the platform. We were not introduced that Kuda is working with us. That simple question, who is Kuda? I didn't even say Kuda belongs to this. No. I said, can you give me a brief picture about Kuda to accommodate him? Because in the history, I know Kuda as someone else. I think that was the time Kuda maybe we are not getting on together and then we blocked each other that time. It was long back. So I asked, who is Kuda? And then he, instead of getting an answer, Zico, Washington Ali, I don't know what, and then Zico told me, you don't need to ask this year. A simple question, who's Kuda? Just a simple introduction. I was removed after commitment. And then I went to another group, I was removed. Just because I just need a clarification, who's Kuda? Because my history about Kuda, I just want to know. So I just said, okay, let it go. I just left it. And why should I? I don't lose anything. I was paying my money. That was what I was losing. And I was saving my money after being pulled out. But it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a good culture of someone just asked a question. Just an introduction. Kuda was. And I wasn't given that opportunity for someone to explain to me.
No, so
that's simple about the contribution, the leadership club. Only that. And about Kuda, it's a different issue. Kuda, our conflict, I think, is long back when we blocked each other. They've got nothing to do with this. Kuda, it's a long. I think 2010, 12, 13, or 14, 15, somewhere there. They've got nothing to do with this. Kuda. My apologies. We work together. I've got no difference with you.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Cheers.
Thank you. Ndabva ndafara chose. Ish. Jimucha, over to you. I can't see requests amana. Ndikuona vanhu vanonzi ana beauty vachiposta kunzanzi ana salana vasikupa vanhu mic. Amanaka, check eye with a person first before you just go out there saying all sorts. Honestly, hanzi missing formation iri kuramba ichingoti yenderera. Guys, musadaro. Manje inini mazuva ano ndangoita dot and blocked. Go ahead, Jimucha.
Yeah, thanks, Salani, for adding me. This is a very interesting subject about accountability, which is so needed at the moment. And I think my brother Kuda, well done for the job you are doing. And I know the donations are nowhere near enough that we are doing. But we need this PR. We need this public relations to happen, to instill, confidence in the people who are donating. And I want actually to say what I am hearing at the moment is my structures edu diaspora. I don't think we have got respect for each other. We need to actually respect each other and answer, people appropriately. Kwete kuudza munhu hanzi unofana usabvunze izvi usataure izvi ona. People always ask. Kana muchinge mabvunzwa ka taurai nevanhu vacho kuma DM. Kwete kumirira nyaya kuti escalate like right now. Issue yakango escalate all this is about kungonzi ma keyboard warriors chete. And now that we are here and everything now is being asked, it's being questioned, and a lot of people seem to be like on the same book with everybody else here, and a lot of people want to hear what's the way forward. But we are not abandoning the struggle. We are in the struggle. We need competent people in front of us. We need competent people, not my girlfriends never my girlfriends nana sekuru nana mbuya. Tiri kuda accountability which shows that people are very competent in the positions that they are holding. We need this to show the ZANU-PF that we are the alternative and we are different. We have got a shadow government that we have. So we should have shadow structures here in the UK. We should have competent people in the UK who are actually doing the job of actually fundraising, like what Kuda is doing on the ground. We can see it from the diaspora that Kuda is working very, very, very hard, irrespective of all the abuse that he gets from people. But he is actually funding the movement. And I don't think, he needs power. He has got the power anyway. He has got a business. When you have got the business, you have got the power. You don't need to be a politician. You just make money. That's all you need. So those are the only words I wanted to say. Guys, musanyanye kuita petty about this £100, £50. When you donate money, please count it out. Haikona kubva kuita uri kutobenga kana you are buying something. Mari yedu yatinenge tichidonata, guys, it's too little. Mind you, we are coming from MDCA and everything has been taken away, including even my speaker rally. So guys, some of the money is gonna go and do all those things. There are food soldiers, there are people that money is unaccounted for. Those people need to be paid as well. So that's all I can say for now, guys, and I will let someone else speak.
Thank you so much. I can see we've got Mazimai who's just joined. Hey guys, I've been here for a long time. I think in a few minutes, get out of our role space. But yeah, Mazimai, please go ahead.
Thank you, Salani. Thank you, everyone on the space. Makadi, Masquera say, I think kumonana kweshinda ndokugadzirika kwayo. I'm quite happy with the discussion iri kuitika panapa munhu achitaura zviri pamoyo. But chatiri kuda way forward is a coordinated approach. There are different desks dziri kureza mari. Imwe yacho ichizozikana kwayaenda, imwe isingazikani, or maybe yese iri kutoenda kunhu kwatiri kutozikana. But because hapana communication, poita kunge pane vari kuabuse funds. Inini I respect vanhu vese. Baba Pamire, I've worked with him. He's doing a great job. I've donated to Kuda. He's doing a great job. I've donated to Call to Act. They are doing a great job. People have donated kuma WhatsApp groups. Shiri kuita a great job. Shiri kudiwa coordinated approach, transparency, ndo zviri kutsvaga vanhu. Tikadaro sema-CCC tinorowa bhobho, zanu tinoirowa masikati machena. But tikaramba tichiita dhisi madhisi nyongoro nemadhisi kusawirirana nekusaonana kuti zviri kufamba sei, chokwadi will be infiltrated, because vanhu vanozouya nekuna kuda, vanoenda nekuna baba pamiri, vanoenda just to divide us. But tese we are hungry for change. Tese zvatiri kuita hapana kana rumbotumwa ndikuudze, seini handina kumbotumwa kushandira CCC, ndakazvituma ndega nekuona nhamo iri kuZimbabwe nekuda change. And I stood up, ndikaona gap, ndikamira kuti ndifile the gap, which I'm assuming everyone is doing. And the acknowledgement inogona kusauya kubva kuma-leaders, but inini I feel happy kuti I've done something for movement yandiri kuda kuti iwe next government. That should motivate everyone. But mari dziya dzazoenda kana dzauya mumaoko edu, let's just be transparent. Let's just give feedback. And feedback iende mumaplatforms akasiyana-siyana kuti vanhu vazive kuti chii chiri kuitika. And vanhu vacho vari kucollecta mari, let's be available kana mibvunzo yakubvunzwa to answer questions. I understand frustration yekuti vanhu vari kubvunza mubvunzo, what happened with the money, pamwe pakapiwa feedback nandisipo. But give people access. Kana dai zvakabvunzwa nezuro pamwe ndandisipo zvikabvunzwa nhasi, pindura futi without feeling offended. Kana watova leader, you need to be strong and courageous and be open zvese because ndo zvacho ndo zvawatoda. Tirege kuwa emotional or defensive, or because the moment munhu anotanga kuita defensive, vanhu vanofunga kuti une zvawakuvhara. Kana the moment yaunotanga kudai, then vanhu vanobva vatanga kutarisa manje kuti what's going on here. CC Diaspora Desk ngavabude pachena, tivazive kuti ndivanani, vari kuita nezvei, vachitipawo feedback, vachipinda kune vanhu vese. I've always said this, isusu tiri vasikana vekuma-WhatsApp group uko, uyaiwo kuma-WhatsApp group tikuzivei. Vekutwitter vanokuzivai, fine, fair enough. Kune genga riri kuFacebook uko, riri kukuzivai here? Kune genga riri paTwitter riri kukuzivai here? Genga riri paWhatsApp riri kukuzivai here? Mafoot soldier kuZimbabwe uko ari kukuzivai here? Ma-keyboard soldier takawanda, asi tiri kuita ma-keyboard edu tiri kwakasiyana-siyana. Let's get together manje. Kana pachireva kuti pachaitwa gurupu revava vanhu vese ava vari kucollecta mari, kwakuitwa gurupu ravo, so that imi muri kureza muri uku, ava vari kureza vari uku, ava vari kureza vari uku, toita semu-WhatsApp group, totaura one language, totaura same language. Kana taakupindura, I can pindura for kuda because I know what he's doing. I can pindura for baba pamire, I know what he's doing. I can pindura for CC Diaspora Desk because I know what they are doing. Tikaisana mugrupu rimwe chete vanhu vari kureza tumari itototo kwakasiyana-siyana, then tobuda kuvanhu vari kugona zvekutwitter woita zvetwitter, vari kugona zvekufacebook woita zvekufacebook. Otherwise we will be exploited, dzimwe mari dzichitoenda dzichinoshanda zvinhu zvezano, because isusu we are not coordinated. We don't know each other. I can't even answer for Kuda. I can't even answer for Baba Pamire. But because I've worked with these people, I can answer for them. Kana ndikanzwa pano tukwa Salani, I can defend it because I've worked with Salani. Let's develop that culture. Yekusashikana isisu, tishande tese, tichidanana, tichitsurana murudo. Kana nhasi mukanditsura kuti mazimaiko ndeipi, ini ndo mangwana yato new page, ya new chapter. We move on. For the sake of the movement, tiri kuida CCC senizvozvo handisi kutomborara panapa ndichitsvaga kuti tobatsira sei. Kwamutokoko wakundiziya, because I'm working on the ground, I'm working on Twitter, I'm working on WhatsApp, I'm working on Facebook. Kwese ndiriko. Let's develop culture iyoyo yekupinda kwese kuti tiite basa for the movement we love so much. Yatiri kufunga kuti ichaunza Zimbabwe yakanaka. And I'm sick and tired of living in the diaspora. I want to go home and enjoy my 2-story house yandakawaka, but ndiri kutadza because kuZimbabwe kwacho it's a disaster. Let's work together. Pana kuda kana mchigona kuita WhatsApp group, tipinde tese. CC Diaspora yopinda, isisu wekuma WhatsApp ma-admin acho topinda, call to X topinda, totaurirana kuti vadikani, what are we doing, what do we want to achieve? Iye zvinezvi kune nyaya yemugwazo iri kuitwa. I'm telling you, it's heartbreaking kuona kuti vanhu vari paground vaya vari kuda kuita basa but havana mari kuti waite execute mabasa awakapiwa iyayo. Mugwazo iyayo uri kuda mari as of last month, but up to now watadza kuuita mugwazo because mari yacho hapana, but kune mari dzakazara mumabhengi dziri kuunganidzwa dziri kunzi for 2023 election. Then people start asking questions, then taakuti vanhu vari kuda kudivhaidha musangano. Ngatigare pasi, reflect, evaluate, feedback, transparency, honesty, working together. Tobva tabuda bhobho todefenda ZANU. Common enemy yedu iZANU. Ndo yatinoda kurowa. Zoswera tichipopotana panapa zvirowe ZANU. Kana nyaya yataurwa yopera toita move on, tovhura new chapters and move on. Thank you.
Ane nzeve dzekunzwa anzwa. Ngounonzi kutaura kawo. Mambenge muri kupiko naye madzimai ndo unonzi kuti takaita vakadzi vakadaro vane ushingi tichakupai minda nemapurazi. Aiwa tinotenda Modi namukoma kuda ndiri kufara so kana muri panapa so munoziva so makudo mamwe chete anorwira mukaka wavo. Voice ramukuru wesikafu handii muri kunzwa. Makudo mamwe chete munorwira mukaka wenyu. Modi unblock mukoma kuda mubata basa muchibata basa tichingoribata vachingowawata muchingoribata namukoma Modi batirana basa pamwe chete. Mangwana nditonzwa kuti maunblockana nhasi kwete mangwana nhasi, so mukoma Modi aiwa unblockai kuda. Ani muri kunzwa tinorwira mukaka wedu izambo rimwe chete ratiri kuyamwa CCC yababa Chamisa. Handiti muri kuona ndo zvatiri kurwira. Ai muri kuona. Saka nzwana naye sevana vanyamunyu. Kana mukoma Modi muri mukuru ndimi zvemukoma mutori mukoma wangu. Handiti muri kuona ndichatokufolowa ine original account iyi ndeyamai ndapiwa yamai nhasi.
Amenudza uri kuita pabasa co-host. I've got requests that I see but I don't see the people. And other people have started posting kuti Zalana has kuti pama mic, and yet I've made it clear. I've said it over and over again that I can't see
hapana mahost, hapana nyangudato kusa screenshot, hapatorina ma-request, hapatorina. Handirare pabasa, handisi mtulingu again. Naya kumana, nda udauni pasitara ndisina. Muri kunzwa vabereki
urare pabasa. Watosvika pakutonotora imwe account kuti udzoke. Urare pabasa. Fana kukomborera maoko.
Andro ndatotora account yaamai. Ndaona kuti yangu iri kunetsa. Ndakatoti amai ndakatozochinja ndandaunzi chera kapana. Ndakatozoiti skumi chera be. Handi muri kuona ndakatozochinja zita. Because ndaona kuti yangu iri kurara pabasa, iri kunetsa. Ndati yaamai handi muri kuona. Musadaro so mukoma kuda ndinozvifarira. Mungotasa pa account original account yangu yaskumi ndine message yenyu inbox imi. Musarare futi pabasa.
No, but honestly, yeah, thank you to Kuda and Modi, honestly, for engaging with us here. And just before we have our final speakers, remember that what we're trying to do is to build something stronger. So when we ask questions, all sorts of words are being thrown, and it becomes very worrying. Because the same questions we're asking from ZANU is also questions we're also now being told kuti muri kufunzirei. So someone can come and say to you, Saka, why are you asking ZANU the same questions? Yeah, munotirambidzo kuti tivunze. I beg of you, let's have that spirit of saying kuti what we don't want, we also don't.